Hi, okay, today King of Cups came out with the Tower. Are you connected into a water sign? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've also got Gemini energy as well and Aries. I feel there's someone who was in your life who I feel they're missing you, but also I feel like their world's collapsing around them with this Tower. Okay, oops, dropped it. Oops, gosh. There we go, it's collapsing, ended up on the floor. Yeah, I feel their world's coming down around their ears, okay? I just feel there's some heartbreak for them. They're also sat in the Ten of Swords energy. So it's like somebody's betrayed them. They've hit rock bottom. I feel your ex has hit rock bottom. But some form of heartbreak I'm hearing, okay? I do feel that they're missing you as well, that they still have feelings for you. So let's have a look. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into what their challenges are, okay? What's going on, how they feel about you at the moment, their thoughts and feelings towards you, and also the best possible outcome, and anything else that I channel today. So we'll give these a shuffle. Just while I'm shuffling though, thanks for watching. I hope you're all okay. I hope you're well. That's the main thing, okay? If you'd like a reading, click on the title of the video. Links are below in the description box to the website. Everything's on there. And also there is a $1 special reading. Go check that out as well. And thank you for all your comments. I do read all of them. Okay, please leave comments. I love to read your comments. I don't know, I'm just getting a very stuck feeling, low. Yeah, quite a depressing energy. I do feel they miss you though. I really, really do feel they miss you, but they're not in a good place, okay? I feel they feel isolated, they're alone. There's other people around them, but nobody that they can rely on now, okay? And there were people that they were relying on, I'm hearing, that are jumping ship. If not physically, you know, metaphorically, they're jumping ship. And it's like, I just feel your ex is drifting. And I do feel they're hoping maybe you'll throw them a, what do you call it? A life ring. You know, when you have the round thing, someone's sort of like drifting in the water. I just feel that they're hoping that you'll throw them a lifeline. That's the word, a lifeline. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, in the environment. Okay, 8 of Cups. They want to walk away from it. There's your clarification. They're not happy. I do feel when this Tower happens that they won't have any feelings left for where they're leaving. And I think that's important today. I feel that it's been a long time coming. I don't feel it's been right for them for a while. But they haven't really had any options because they got themselves into this mess. The foundation of the situation they're in is built on quicksand. It isn't stable. And greed as well. And easy. I just heard the word greed and easy. So it was easy for them. They didn't have to do a lot, think a lot, or be a lot. Okay? But yeah, so they're hoping to leave the environment they're in. They won't go back. There's nothing to go back to. Ten of Swords and the Tower for me is a complete ending. It is rock bottom. It's when, you know, those times in your life where everything just crashes down around your ears and the only way really is up. There's nowhere else for your person to go. Anything else in the environment, please? Yeah, 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of disagreements. You know, the 5 of Wands as a general energy is lots of people with big egos, okay, all trying to prove a point. Nobody's listening to anybody else. And with the 4 of Pentacles in that mix, I'm hearing that is a very selfish energy. People are trying to cling on to what they have got. Nobody wants to share it. I feel your ex's energy is very closed down now to these other people. They're very avoidant, okay? And also your ex could have been an emotionally avoidant person within your relationship. But definitely they're sick of the arguing, you know. You know, they just want to walk away. They just want to walk away. They're sick of the disputes. Nobody's willing. What I'm hearing is nobody's willing to back down. Nobody's willing to have a decent conversation, okay? And because of this, it's going to end up in the tower, okay? You know, sometimes when people will fight to the last breath, even though they know that the outcome is going to be complete and utter chaos, and somebody just needs to take a step back, that's not happening, okay? That's not happening. Someone in your ex's environment could be protecting their financial interests as well. Somebody could be scared of losing some money. So let's just have one more for the environment. Yeah, Hangman. Okay, this just is stagnant. Okay, and you know, with that Five of Wands, there's a lot of victim mentalities in there. Okay, everybody that your ex is associating with at the moment that's going to cause this tower believes they are right. They believe they're the victim. Nobody's willing to budge. Nobody's willing to back down. Okay, so your ex has got no choice but to walk away. They won't have a choice. You know, like I say, I'll say it again, the Tower and the Ten of Swords is a complete ending. There is nothing to salvage. There's nothing worth fighting for. I feel your ex at the moment is looking at ways that they can move out of this, okay? That they can get themselves out of the situation, basically. Yeah, because what I'm seeing here, I've got the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So for me, they're still holding a torch for you. They still hold a flame for you. They'd like to communicate with you, and they'd like nothing more than to be in the Ten of Cups with you, okay? They want that happy ever after that they messed up. Possibly they faked a bit with you. Maybe, I don't even feel it was totally intentional, not in a toxic narky way, but more they might have promised things to make themselves look better in your eyes, but they couldn't deliver it. And I'm hearing to say that's one of the reasons you separated, that they knew they'd told you some lies about a situation that they promised you, but you never quite got it, did you? You never quite got it. And going right back to the beginning, greed and easy, that it was easier for them just to go and start again, okay? They were offered something that was the easy option. Instead of facing up to the carrot that was being dangled for you. There was always a promise of a better day, you know, but you never actually saw that in the present day. Right, okay, let's see what they would like to say to you. Let's see what their thoughts and feelings at the moment. Let's get this little deck out. And then obviously by the end of it, we'll see what they're going to do. I mean, I can see they're walking away from the situation they're in. I know they're missing you. They're just very adrift. They're clinging on to outdated ways of working things out. I just heard they're clinging on to outdated ways of working things out. Guilty. Yeah, they've got a lot of shame. I feel pain from the damage I've caused you. Okay. I feel, going back to that Ten of Cups, that they were a little bit in la-la land about certain things. Now, some people do this, and there are narcissistic people who know exactly what they're doing, okay? Like, you know, let's get that out there. But there are some people who, they've got low self-esteem, okay? And they will promise you things because they want to be seen as valuable, okay? It's almost like someone maybe in your ex's childhood with this King of Cups their emotional growth was stunted, usually the main caregivers, okay? Quite often can be a father figure with that energy, where the father figure is either absent emotionally or they're quite hard. You know, when you've got a parent, a male father who is very unemotional and big boys don't cry, okay? And I feel that your ex was put down, so now they try and promise you things, but they couldn't deliver on it, okay? I'm just hearing, it's almost like they just wanted to be loved, okay? They just wanted to be loved, but they do feel very guilty. Oh my gosh, regret. Yeah, this is what this is about. I wish this had never happened, okay? I do feel they would like an opportunity to tell you this, okay? To tell you that they're so sorry. They're so sorry. But I feel in their life, their karma is this tower coming down and the 10 of swords, okay? Because sometimes in life we don't realise what we've got until we've lost it. But then not only have they lost you, but the life that they've got at the moment is crumbling, okay? It's crumbling. Let's see what these two are. Yeah, I'm just going to look at that one, actually, wasting time. Yeah, they're wasting time where they are. They know that time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action, okay? Yeah, unexpected outcome. Things haven't gone the way I planned. No, what did they plan? What were they hoping for? Let me just get this tarot deck out. Don't know why I'm being asked to ask that question. What were they hoping for besides an easy life? They were hoping. They went towards a female energy, okay? Female energy and air energy. Could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And I feel that what they were hoping from this other person was an easy life, but somebody else to take control, okay? Somebody else to sort their problems out, but it hasn't worked out for them, okay? So yeah, they did go to another person. It's a court card, it's a queen, who they hoped, and this other person could have been quite intelligent, quite a good communicator. I almost feel that they wanted someone to take charge for them, okay? But it looks like this female energy has turned on them. Like I said earlier, people, they've got no one to hang on to, no one to cling on to now. So yeah, anything else please? Yeah, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is there, so yeah, just not working out. Again, the 5 of Cups for me can mean that they're not looking at what they could do. They're still in an energy of everything that's gone wrong. They're hoping and praying that you'll bail them out in some shape or form. Even just somebody to talk to, I'm hearing. Even if you just talk to them, but there's a lot of grief, there's a lot of loss. You know, the 5 of Cups is a heartbreak card, okay? It is heartbreak, but you know, Tower and the 10 of Swords, they've definitely got the karma. They've definitely got the karma. Let's see what else they'd like to say to you before we have a quick shufti at the best possible outcome. You and I were too young. Now, this doesn't mean young in years always. It can do, but sometimes for me, it just means that you can meet somebody in your 40s and still be too young, meaning that you're not ready for the relationship, okay? I think that's them admitting they were emotionally immature, they were avoidant, they pulled back, and they promised things they didn't deliver on. And I keep coming back to that, but I feel that's important for you, okay? Yeah, and they told you that you needed to let each other go, okay? They'd also like to say to you that when people talk about you, they don't react. So they've been keeping a lot of this in. Now, personally, I feel this has had an effect on their mental and emotional health, and I feel that it will get to a point with this Tower that because they've kept it all in, you can keep it in for so long. Some people keep it in for years, but eventually it'll come out, okay? 10 years later, it'll come out. And that Tower going down and everybody arguing with that Five of Wands is having a detrimental effect on them, because they've not been talking about you. It's like you don't exist with that card, okay? They'd like to say that they lost themselves and they remember every detail of that day. Okay, so there's a day, you'll know what that day is. They haven't forgotten, okay? Whatever happened on that day, the first thing that comes to your mind, they have not forgotten it, okay? And I feel that is where the guilt and the regret come in. But as for karma, it's there, okay? Definitely getting it. So let's just dig out another tarot deck. Actually, no, let's have this one. Let's see, best possible outcome in the current energy. We can see they're walking away. We can see it's all collapsing. I know they're missing you. Are they going to do anything, or are they just going to try and rebuild their lives? Are they going to do anything? Yeah, they are. Knight of Cups, Six of Wands. Yeah, they're going to walk away, okay? This card here, Four of Cups, I can see them rejecting anything that's offered to them from the past. I think this is important to bear in mind, that the Eight of Cups for me is they're walking away, they're moving on. That situation is done and dusted, okay, with those other tarot cards. Now, if anybody comes back from their past who tries to offer them something, they are not interested. They will push it back. It's not for them. They're then coming into the Knight of Cups, so they will make contact with you, okay? And the Six of Wands, they want to win you back. Okay, they're determined to win you back. Also for you, this means as well that whatever you choose in your life, that will also be successful. Okay. The only caveat, and I'm going to say it because that's what I'm here for, and I'm hearing it, going back to where they promised you things that they couldn't deliver because themselves as a person, they didn't feel valuable. The Six of Wands sometimes can be someone who views a relationship as good for their social status or good for them. So where somebody will meet somebody else, and I feel they did that with you in the past, but they could never meet you because they've got low self-esteem, that the Six of Wands means, are they hoping that you will elevate them back up again? Just bear that in mind. I hope that made sense. You know, do they just want you back on their arm? Are they hoping that you will elevate their social status? Okay, so, but they will come back in and they do miss you. And the situation, they've wasted their time. It's just heartbreak. And I think for them, it's heartbreak, not so much in a love relationship, but the people in the Five of Wands energy around them are kind of not turned out to be who they thought they would be. And also I'm hearing, if it wasn't a third party love relationship, your ex has outstayed their welcome. Okay, they've outstayed their welcome somewhere. So I'll leave that with you. You just remember who you are though. You're top of that tree, okay? And the Six of Wands, you will be successful, whatever you choose, okay? Whoever you choose. I'm not sure. I look at this card and I can see them there and you're like, not sure, okay? Will you keep walking? But the choice is yours, okay? Always remember that. Tarot is channeling the current energy, the energy of the moment, but you hold all the cards. You choose how you want anything to play out. Okay, so take care. I love you all. Speak to you soon. Bye.